Hello everyone, Tharies here. A couple of videos ago you may remember I talked about Lance Videos, the man who was homophobic and who Russell T Davies blocked on Instagram. Well, unfortunately, through a live stream last night, I had the misfortune of being able to speak to Lance Videos, and in this video, you're not only going to see his homophobia towards gay people, where he admits he calls it a sin, but you're also going to see misogyny, and even bigotry towards other Christians who don't share his beliefs. So yeah, this was absolutely wild. If there's one thing I can ask you lot, don't go to the channel that I was on for this. Not Lance, the other guy who hosted it. They do this for attention, so if I can ask you guys one thing, don't go to their video, just watch this. It'll give you my segment at least, and my thoughts on it. We start off talking about how he follows the entire, Bible, and how I said, okay, so you believe that women should serve men and stuff like that. Just to give you the full context, but just so you know, I'm in no way like anti-Christian or anything like that. I just hate people like this who use religion to justify bigotry. But with that said, enjoy the clip.
It's Ferries.
Hello, I don't know whether you can
never
hear
watched
me.
a Ferries video?
You know what? I've never watched a Lance video either.
Yes,
That's fine.
okay, so yeah,
That's
so
fine.
let me ask you. Let me get to know you a little bit more. Since
Okay, you go ahead, my man. You
Yeah,
knock
so,
yourself out.
yeah, so you are obviously British YouTuber, and
Yep.
you do. Is it just nerd stuff or just Doctor Who? Like, what's
Predominantly, yeah.
predominantly Doctor Who kind of stuff?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a pretty big. Ferries is a pretty big YouTuber. I've
So okay, let me
I've
ask you
seen
one
some of his
question.
stuff
Since
before.
we don't always have to talk about politics, we can also talk a little bit Doctor Who.
Right.
Do you like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor? Just want to know.
She's not my favourite, no, but it's not for the reasons that I assume you would probably assign to it, I imagine.
What's
Obviously,
your favorite?
Favourite Doctor?
Yeah.
Smith. But
I would
listen,
say my favorite as well. He's like very, very funny.
that's fine. I mean, I wish we didn't have things in common, but in any case,
Like, don't
what you're saying is that your beliefs align fully with a book that was written 1,000 years ago. So
Probably a little bit
before slavery, before anything like
20
that.
years ago, technically, Jesus.
Oh
was-
yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, so
but
it
even
was a little bit ago. No, I do believe in a book that was 2,000 years old because it still stands.
the entirety of it, like
the entirety of the Bible, I believe every single word in that entire book.
You believe every single word in that entire book.
Yes.
So you believe that women are designed to serve their husbands then?
Yes, I do. I believe that if you have a wife, generally she should respect you as you love her, and I think it's definitely a two-way street. You can't just have your wife be your slave. You gotta always, you gotta respect her and, just be a nice guy. But I do believe that women generally should stay home and raise children because they're naturally scientifically better at it. They're more empathetic.
Oh, okay.
They are better at raising children. I do believe that in even in the Bible it says that women should not be leaders, but they should serve men, and not in the slavery kind of way. They deserve love, and men protect and care for them.
We've now established two things, even though it's taken you an incredibly long while.
I know what you're going to say. I know you're going to say you're sexist.
You know what I'm going to say because it's so blatantly obvious. We've now established you're a misogynist and a homophobe. Anything else you want to add to the list?
No, I'm not a misogynist. I'll take care of my wife. I'll love my wife, and I'll take care of her, and I'll buy her anything she wants.
But you also believe that she should stay in the kitchen, right?
All I ask for my wife is that you raise my children with conservative and Christian values, and you don't cheat on me, and make me some food when I come home after literally slaving all day.
Jesus Christ, you're literally
yes.
Jesus Christ, literally. Sorry to use the Lord's name in vain. I do apologise, but that's clearly not the biggest sin committed in this stream. Evidently,
women are happier in the home, and when they're 30 or 40 or 50. They're already kind of to the age where they can't really have children, and they realize, oh my gosh, I don't have a child.
I'm curious to know how you genuinely believe you are capable of speaking on behalf of all women, 50% of the human population.
Well,
I admire your confidence. I admire your confidence in being able to do so.
It's I have a lot of experience with women. Fairies, okay? I don't know about you, but I do.
You're not one, though, are you?
And we just made a Roe v. Wade. We overturned it over here. We're having a lot more babies now in America. It's awesome. But listen, women love babies, And when they're 50 and they don't have any, it's going to hit them hard. And they're going to be like, dang, I wish I had kids. Generally speaking, women are happier with kids.
I'd love to see any form of statistic or evidence other than your
Have you ever met a woman?
delusion. But you know what? That's fine. You know what?
Like, come on. Have you ever met a woman? Come on. You know, deep down, it's a fact that you know.
I've met plenty of women who don't want kids.
Okay. Plenty of women, but the general rule, there's exceptions.
The rule from who? The rule from who, lads?
The rule of biology. Okay, women in nature naturally want kids. They naturally want.
They naturally possess the ability.
Men naturally want to spread their seed and have a big family. Generally speaking, men want to conquer and they want to
conquer. Wow.
Fabius, but why does it bother you anyway what he says? It's just an opinion, isn't it?
Well, it's not an opinion though, is it? Because it's more than an opinion. In the case of, for example, saying that gay people are sinful, that's not just an opinion, that is a belief that can hurt others. So in my opinion, that transcends the ability of subjective opinion and becomes something problematic.
It can only hurt you. It can only hurt you if you let it. Words.
I never said.
I never said
that we should ban
ridiculous. Oh, you could say that about like any marginalized group in history. Oh, they're just words. If you don't let them hurt you, then they won't.
Yeah, if you don't let them hurt you, then they don't.
That's ridiculous. If it's things like being gay is a sin, stuff that what you're claiming the Bible represents. Those sort of things are the exact things that are used to marginalize gay people that have been used for hundreds of years. It's not just something that if you don't say it, it doesn't hurt them.
Just because it's been used for something, just because it's been used for something that people perceive as bad, or like you perceive it as bad. What I'm saying is bad, or something like that. What I'm saying is, I believe it is sinful. I love the human being, but I do not believe that it is.
Okay, that's all I want.
I
also want to ask you a question. If I can. So you mentioned earlier about how in your perfect idealistic conservative life that you want your wife to be raising the kids with conservative values, right wing values. So I want to ask you, what exactly do these right wing values entail? Like, I'm curious.
Okay, so you want to know like my beliefs? Okay.
Briefly, because
I believe in traditional gender roles. Okay. And I believe that gay pride should not be a thing. I believe that pride, do not yell at me yet. I think pride is the worst sin. In the Bible, it says pride is the worst sin. It is the worst sin. It's the epitome of all evil. And I generally believe that that the world would be better off with more conservative traditional values. That's what I believe.
What's the problem?
You said it. What's the problem there? What isn't the problem there? I feel like it's the more apt question. But listen. I could sit here for like hours upon hours on end, and debating you all of these ideologies and why I think they're fucking wrong. But
watch your language.
Okay, I could do that. I mean, look, you let a guy on who says being gay is sinful. So, I mean, I don't know why it's saying the word fuck.
Did I say that I hate them? No, I haven't.
You said it was sinful, which is what I just said. I did a direct quote of you. I feel like it's more of a semantic debate than anything else. You're trying
to push the narrative that I hate gay people, I feel like.
You push that narrative yourself when you call it sinful, Lance.
What about if you just said, I hate people generally? That's equal, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to have no friends, sure, like, you knock yourself out.
Hey, Faris, do you want to be friends with him? He seems like a fair enough bloke, don't you think?
What, Lance?
Yeah.
I want to be friends with people who campaign for the marginalization of others. That's what I would say.
Did I say that marginalizing certain groups is okay?
But by calling them sinful, you are contributing to that exact thing, Lance.
You're like, I'm not calling you homophobic, but also... listen, Lance, you are a bad person because you believe in the Bible. It's just kind of like...
That's not what I mean.
That's what you're insinuating, though, by saying...
I have plenty of Christian friends who aren't as fucked up as you, Lance, I can tell you that.
Because let me tell you one thing. If they don't believe in the actual...
I know plenty, yeah, no.
They don't believe the actual
because there are different interpretations of the Bible, are there not? Are there not different interpretations of the Bible, lads, that don't involve marginalizing others, lads? That's my question.
So what you're saying is they ignore certain aspects of the book to...
Yeah, the thing that was written 1,000 years ago, yeah. 2,000, sorry.
They're not Christians.
They're not Christian if they don't worship the whole book?
if
Damn.
you have to
So now
believe
you're
in
prejudiced against other Christians as well. Your list just keeps
yes,
growing,
yes.
Lance.
Forgiven, Farris. Have you been a naughty boy?
I mean, I don't follow Christianity, so quite frankly, I don't want anyone's forgiveness personally.
Have you sinned, Farris? Have you been a naughty boy in the past?
I mean, that depends. Have I been gay? Like, I don't know. Like,
You've
because that is a
stolen,
sin, though,
you've
isn't it? That's what
cheated.
Lance said.
Yeah, that would be a sin. But I'm saying all sin is forgivable, so you can be
Right.
forgiven.
So how would a gay person, if a gay person was gay, how would it be quote unquote forgiven?
By not following the sin anymore and
So not being gay
and
is the
pursuing
solution.
Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
So not being gay.
Yeah.
I have to give you this, Lance. I'm going to give you a compliment now.
Okay.
Most of the right-wing grifters that I come across, they tend to be doing it more for like financial gain than anything else. But you seem to genuinely believe it, so I almost have to respect that. But then equally, I'm also just sort of like, wow, what the hell?
Shout out to Debs Iona, Shane Smith, Ree Keffin, Seb Lowndes, Jay Monroe, Hash Shandycoot, Patrick Mewson, Simon Ashley, Steve Safaro, Andrew Townsend, Alex Robbins, Michael Dykes, Paul Bryden, Sam Yates, Michael Rhodes, Jerry the Meerkat, Heretic, Cameron Jefferson, John M, Andrew Evanson, JM97, Gallifreyan Rob, Cliff's Random Silliness, Kyle McCroy, Nova Wolf Gaming, Carol Jude, Mr. KNL, Autumn Matthews, Josh Rocks 123, The Raggedy Jedi, Peter Davison, Elliot Clark. If you want to become a member, feel free to do so. It really helps out. You get exclusive posts, shout outs in every video, and even your own badge and custom emojis to use.